You sit alone in the dark. There is a heavy, familiar ache in your chest. You are thinking about everything that has gone wrong in your life. The people who betrayed you. The opportunities that slipped through your fingers. The profound unfairness of your current situation. You feel a deep, overwhelming sense of sorrow. But if you pay very close attention to your body in this exact moment, you will notice something deeply unsettling. Beneath the pain, beneath the tears, there is a strange, quiet sense of comfort. You are not just experiencing sadness, you are wrapping yourself in it like a warm, heavy blanket. You are feeding on it. You are holding on to your misery with a desperate, white-knuckled grip. And the brutal, terrifying question you refuse to ask yourself is this: why do you secretly love your own pain? Society operates on a fundamental assumption. Every human being actively wants to be happy. We spend billions of dollars on self-help books and therapy, constantly declaring that our ultimate goal is joy and peace of mind. But this is a massive psychological illusion. The cold, biological truth is that your brain does not care about your happiness. Your brain only cares about your survival. And to the primitive architecture of your nervous system, survival means predictability. It means knowing exactly what is going to happen next. Happiness is incredibly dangerous. Happiness requires vulnerability. It requires taking risks, trusting people, and stepping into the terrifying unknown. Happiness can be taken away from you, and the fall from joy back to sorrow is agonizing. But sadness? Sadness is entirely predictable. It is a baseline you already know. When you live at the absolute bottom, you never have to worry about falling. This biological mechanism creates the most sinister psychological trap in modern human behavior: the addiction to the victim persona. To understand this, we must completely dismantle the way you view your own suffering. You believe that your sadness is simply a reaction to the terrible things that have happened to you. But over time, that sadness has mutated. It has transformed from a natural emotional response into a highly sophisticated defense mechanism. Being the victim has become your permanent identity. And this identity comes with a massive, invisible psychological payoff. In psychology, this is known as secondary gain. The brutal reality is that being the victim is incredibly comfortable. It is the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card for your own life. Think about the mechanics of the victim mindset. If your life is terrible because of your toxic ex-partner, because of your horrible boss, because of the economy, or because of your childhood trauma, then you are completely absolved of the terrifying responsibility of having to fix it. If it is not your fault, you do not have to do the grueling, agonizing work of changing your reality. You can sit in the dark, complain to your friends, and collect sympathy. Complaining has become your primary source of social currency. Every time you share a story about how unfairly you were treated, you receive a hit of validation and attention. Your brain processes this sympathy as a massive reward. You are chemically addicted to the dopamine of being wronged. You have rehearsed the narrative of your suffering so many times that it has become the default operating system of your mind. You wear your trauma like a badge of honor. But this creates a terrifying biological dilemma. If you were to wake up tomorrow and magically drop all of your grievances, if you were to forgive everyone who hurt you and take absolute ownership of your future, who would you be? The panic you feel right now is the realization that without your sadness, you are entirely empty. Your misery is the only thing giving your life structure and meaning. Healing requires the death of the victim persona, and your ego is fighting violently to keep that persona alive. You are self-sabotaging your own success because the prospect of being happy and responsible is infinitely more terrifying than the familiar comfort of being miserable. So, you unconsciously orchestrate your own failures. You pick fights in healthy relationships because the peace feels unfamiliar and suffocating. You procrastinate on your goals because succeeding would mean you can no longer blame your circumstances. You actively seek out toxic environments and emotionally unavailable people because they confirm the deep, internal bias that the world is a cruel place and you are destined to suffer. You are not a helpless passenger in a tragic life story. You are the director, the writer, and the lead actor in a movie designed to keep you exactly where you are. You have built a psychological prison, locked yourself inside, and handed the key to the ghosts of your past. But here is the profound, liberating truth that will shatter the illusion. The moment you realize that your suffering is a choice, you instantly strip it of its power. You must aggressively stop attacking the world and start looking at the terrifying mirror of your own complicity. The people who hurt you were wrong. The trauma you endured was unfair. You did not deserve it. But the harsh, undeniable reality of adult life is this: no one is coming to save you. The cavalry is not coming. The people who broke you are not going to put you back together. Every single day that you choose to remain the victim, you are letting the people who hurt you win. You are drinking poison and expecting them to die. You must drop the heavy, suffocating weapon of your own victimhood. It is time to step out of the dark room. You must take absolute, terrifying responsibility for everything that happens next. When the familiar, comforting urge to complain violently strikes, do not speak. Swallow the words. Feel the burning friction of keeping your grievances to yourself. Refuse the cheap dopamine of sympathy. Prove to your nervous system that you are strong enough to carry your own weight. Healing is not a passive event. It is an act of violent rebellion against your own comfort zone. It will feel like you are stepping off a cliff. It will feel like you are losing a part of your soul. But you are not losing yourself. You are shedding a dead skin. You are finally breaking the invisible chains of your own self-pity. Stop defending your limitations. Reclaim your energy. Rewrite the code. The victim is dead. Now begin.